Guys, this is going to be on a CM RD flatbed. We're going to show you a little bit about it and kind of show you what we can do for you with CM. Guys, this customer comes into us here. They're a local customer. We do a couple, 3 trucks for them every year. They like to have just a very plain, very bare bones setup, because all these trucks are going to do, they're going to hook a trailer to the gooseneck ball and they're going to pull big gooseneck trailers, and that's all they do. They're a truss company that delivers wood trusses and sheet metal and stuff like that, and they just are strictly delivery trucks. They get lots of miles put on them, and they don't put a lot of bells and whistles on them. But I was going to show you, if you're in the market for something like this, this is on a cabin chassis. This is going to be, I believe it's 5500 cabin chassis, 11'4". This is a very, very clean setup. This is CM's RD bed for an 11'4" or an 84-inch cab to axle bed. Bed is very simple to mount on a truck like this. The wiring is very straightforward on this. The mud flaps, everything on this is a very simple, straightforward install if you're looking to do one of these. But this makes a very good truck. If you're looking at it as for a little pulling truck, this works really good. It's a very good setup. The bed works good for it. They usually put another fuel tank up here in the front, and they have little auxiliary fuel tanks on them. But we'll give you kind of a little bit of a walk around, and then we'll talk to you a little bit about the beds. One of the things I'd like to show you, when you start talking about the truck beds, we get a lot of questions, especially people that are coming in to look at them, and they're wanting to just say, hey, I just need an 8-foot flatbed for my pickup, or I need a 9-foot flatbed for my pickup. And guys, there's a ton of difference when you start talking the beds. And what we mean by that, when you start talking about a takeoff bed, a truck that originally had a bed on it from the factory, from Ford or Ram or Chevy or whoever, that truck has a completely different frame underneath it than what a cabin chassis does. And what I mean by that, cabin chassis runs a 34-inch width frame on the back of the truck. So if you measure back where your bumper would mount, outside to outside of the frame, you're running a 34-inch frame. When you start talking about most takeoffs are 42 inches. So right off the bat, you run into a completely different frame, where a cabin chassis bed and a takeoff bed are just completely different. They're just miles apart from each other. Then you start talking about between the different makes of the trucks, as far as from a 42, if you go back to an older Ford, like a pre-2019 Ford, they're going to have a 38-inch frame under them. If you go back to a Ram that's going to be around 2015, they're going to have a 38-inch frame underneath them, where everything else is going to have 40. GM's always had a 42-inch frame, but now Ram and Ford have a 42-inch frame as well. So if you go buy a bed at an auction and it has a 38-inch frame that you're going to go and put on your new truck, the frame of the truck is not even close to being correct, and you're going to end up modifying the bed heavily to make it fit on the truck. So whenever you drive into a yard, like if you drive into our yard and you see that big stack of flatbeds that we got, a lot of them flatbeds are one-offs. They're a specific bed for a specific truck. Once you get the frame figured out on what would be the rear width of the frame, the next deal you run into is the measurement from the back of the cab to the center of the axle. They'll call it a cab to axle measurement, and that was what you would see on any one of the trucks. Ford, Ram, and Chevy all run a different cab to axle measurement on them. So when you start talking about, hey, I'm going to just get an 8-foot 42-inch rudder bed and I'm going to go put it on my truck, well, you got a pretty good chance of hitting 1 out of 3, whether it be a Ford, or Ram, or a Chevy, that's going to have the exact same cab to axle measurement. When you start talking about the gooseneck placement, and that's where the cab to axle measurement comes in, is on the gooseneck well placement. There's guys that are not too picky about that, about if they run a 58-inch cab to axle, or if they run a 56-inch cab to axle. They don't really care so much on that as what you would with some of the other deals that you would have to kind of care about. But when you run on a cabin chassis, the cabin chassis are going to come in 3 different versions. You're going to get a cabin chassis in either a 9'4", an 11'4", or a 13'4". So the 2 that we normally see are a 9'4", and 11'4", 60-inch cab to axle, or like this one here is an 84-inch cab to axle that goes on there. So a cabin chassis bed, not only is it longer than a takeoff bed, it's got a narrower frame, just completely goofy compared to a takeoff. So if you buy like we get the question a lot of times, guys want to put a 9'4" bed on their 8-foot takeoff bed. And guys, it's not even close to fitting on there. Not only is the frame wrong, but the receiver hitch is built into the frame of this bed. And so if you try to go back and set the bed on there, there's a gap from where the receiver receiver hitch fits the frame. And so you'd have whatever you're pulling on is just kind of hanging off the back of your truck. Looks goofy. It fits the truck goofy. And then as far as like CM will tell us, we're not supposed to put a bed on like that. And then there's nothing back there holding your receiver hitch. So you'd have to do quite a bit of modification to get something back there to hold that rear end of that bed up on the frame that you originally have. But that being said, when you were talking about an RD, with CM, our RD beds look like this one here. They're going to be a flatbed with a headache rack, a gooseneck ball, a tailboard, and a receiver hitch in the back. A straightforward bed. We do a lot of work with CM, and they do a really good job for us. When you start talking about our SK beds are going to be where you're going to get the skirts down on the side, you're going to get a fender well, and you're going to get a skirt. That's the bed when you start talking about cab to axle. That's the one that's the big, you cannot put a Chevy bed on a Ford, and vice versa. That way the cab to axle, the wheel well won't be in the right place. So when you set it on and you get your headache rack in the right spot, the wheel well won't even be close if you try to get the wrong bed on that. When you start talking to skirted, she's pretty well got to be the bed for that truck to go on there. When you start talking the other specialty beds that we have, so we have tons of different beds with CM. We have contractor beds that are a flatbed like this, that have toolboxes mounted on them, that have a ladder rack up and over the top of them with little sides on the side. We've got we have our SK Deluxe, which is our skirted bed that goes down the side, but instead of having the little toolbox up here, we got a big tall toolbox up here in the front that you can put drawers and shelves and stuff like that in. We've got our ER bed, which is more of a hauler bed. If you're kind of more of the roper that likes that little bit fancier looking bed to pull a horse trailer with, it's going to look very much like an SK with a lot of aluminum accents and a trough down the middle, a little bit of a sloped tail at the back of it for more of a hauler style bed. We've also got our TM and our TM Deluxe beds that are a flatbed service bed crossover to where you still have a gooseneck ball inside of them, but now you got that big toolbox up in the front. You've got side toolboxes on here that open up this way, and then you got almost like a utility door in the back for another toolbox in the back of it. That makes it more of, if you're a contractor that still needs to pull a gooseneck trailer, but you need to carry tools and you need to carry parts and stuff like that, that bed is still, you can put all your stuff in it, but yet you can still pull a gooseneck trailer with it. So there's tons of options whenever you start talking to us about CM. She could pan over there right now. That's one of CM's utility beds that we just mounted over there, that white one. We have a full line of utility beds, whether they be steel, aluminum, we've got crane bodies, anything in that if you're wanting the big dome that goes up and over the top of them to seal the inside of it, we have tons of options through CM that we could put on your truck to set your truck up the way that you would like it and to put the tools on it that you need to make the truck functional. So guys, this is right here, this is going to be an RD, very plain, very basic bed, but it's a good bed. It does a really good job for us. This particular company, they put tons of miles on these trucks and they're all pulling trailers all the time. Does a very good job, holds up very well for you. But guys, this is CM's bed, and like I said, we have lots of product that we could show you, and we'd be happy to show you those. If you wanted to call us, stop by, we got beds in stock that we can show you. We can show you what it's going to fit, what the price is going to be to put a bed on your particular pickup. Guys, if you like the type of content that we do, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Facebook. Leave us a notification, or I'm sorry, if you just kind of hit the bell at the bottom on YouTube, we can show you anytime we get a new video out, it'll notify you on that. But hit that notification bell, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. We respond back to those as many as we can. We'll see you next time.